Welcome to another edition of Smart Chat here on YouTube.com, and welcome on in New York Yankee fans, baseball fans in general. And what a day, what a sad day, but sad and a joyous day in a way. And Derek Jeter has announced his retirement coming up after the 2014 season, who has been with the Yankees for 20 years. Now, Derek Jeter obviously is approaching 40 years old. In the 2013 season, played just 17 games. Injuries to his legs and ankles, which were related, to the ankle injury that he suffered in 2012. In 2013, the Yankees missed the postseason for just the second time in Derek Jeter's career. Now, if you want to talk about postseason, Derek Jeter has had 158 postseason games. And in that, he's hitting 308, 374, 465 are his stats, with 20 home runs, 61 RBIs, 18 stolen bases. He has 3,316 regular season hits, which is the most in Yankee history, 10th most in baseball history, and the 1996 Rookie of the Year. And when you think about Derek Jeter, you think about consistency. 13-time All-Star. His stats, obviously, I think if you look at his career, lead him to be the first ballot Hall of Famer when he's due up for nomination in 2020. He's been consistent. Some of the players that come to mind with Derek Jeter is the flip play against the A's in 2001, American League Divisional Series, which prevented a tying run from scoring. You also have the walk-off home run against the Arizona Diamondbacks, which was in the World Series. He had the walk-off home run just a few seconds past midnight on Halloween night, which probably gave him the title of Mr. November. How can you also not include the dive into the stands to catch a pop-up in just a regular season game against the Red Sox? Jeter led the Yankees to 96, 98, 99, 2000, 2009 World Series, and that's just some of the quick stats on Derek Jeter. And if you're my age, in my generation, 33 years old, you realize now that as a Yankee fan, the core players that the Yankees had are no longer around. It's gone. Rivera retired last season. Bernie Williams, who hasn't officially retired, hasn't been playing in years. Jorge Posada is gone as well. Andy Pettitte is gone. Last year was his last season. So the core players are gone, and I think what it had to do, in essence, really, as Derek Jeter said, it's when you start thinking of baseball as a job. I don't think, really had to do anything about the core players disappearing and his friends no longer there, and yeah, it's nothing to do with that. It really has to do with Derek Jeter now feels like it's a job, which he mentioned in his message on Facebook when he announced his retirement. Undoubtedly, as far as my generation goes, I think he is one of the most consistent shortstops. Not the best shortstop, but the most consistent. You had shortstops that, obviously were better than him, but they have moved on to other positions. But at least in my generation, the most consistent. And the thing is with Derek Jeter, and this is something that has to be applauded by, he plays in a big city, and never once did you hear anything about him negatively. You did hear, not too long ago, when the contract extension was going on between the Yankees and Jeter, where Jeter was pretty much upset that the Yankees told him, well, go try to find a better offer. And he kind of made that public. Now, obviously, the Yankees didn't handle it great, and neither did Jeter, but that was very uncharacteristic of Jeter. Now, you might say to yourself, well, Why did Derek Jeter do this now in the beginning of the season, and it will be a distraction to the Yankees? It's really not the Jeter way. I think if this is the only thing that we have to say about Derek Jeter causing a distraction, only he knows the real reason why he did it. Maybe it is just to nip all the constant talks and speculation about him retiring, having to deal with it on a daily basis. Listen, if this is the one thing that we could say about Derek Jeter, he's probably going to get a celebration gifts from every team or majority of the teams that he visits. But if this is the one thing that we have to say about Derek Jeter, then we should let it pass. And I've said it times before to all my buddies, and obviously I'll let me know what you want to think, or what you think rather. But if you were ninth inning, 2 outs, last at bat, you need a big hit to tie the game. Factoring in all the Yankee players that have played, Paul O'Neill, Bernie Williams, Jorge Posada, A-Rod, Tino Martinez, Mark Teixeira. A player that I would always say, if I need that clutch at bat, who would I call up? And that's Derek Jeter. Derek Jeter is my guy to get that clutch hit. Sad day in Yankee history, but listen, Derek Jeter, I'm sure, will do just fine the way he is. End of a great career. Thank you, Derek. Let me know what your thoughts are on Derek Jeter. And until next time, adios, over and out.